the College Board article or proposal that you read, refresh your memory on what their sort of platform is, as far as I could tell, and this is on your handout. The American Dream ideology was playing a pretty big role there, I thought. Positioning ourselves as a globally competitive nation. Clearly, they're also coming from a standards, achievement-driven approach, which made me think of, for those of us in the cultural pluralism class this year, we read The Big Test, about the SAT and kind of the origins of the SAT. And so I wanted you to kind of like look at this with that same lens and think about the questions that came up for us when we were talking about the big test, and kind of apply those same questions to this scenario of the achievement standards driven model of education. And so I clearly have some ideas about what's missing here in this platform, and I think they're on your handout. But I wanted you to kind of, well, first we might show a clip of what Barack Obama has to say about this, and both Hillary Clinton and Barack Obama had something to say about this kind of platform, and I'm wanting to open it up to the class to see what you think about it. I'll just have you talk amongst yourselves about this. I ended up sending an email to one of the senior policy analysts at the College Board, because they're putting out this report on recommendations to legislators to support low-income students, and I wanted to, the report's not out yet, but coming soon, and I wanted to find out if they would share some of those recommendations. Meg, we are not prepared to release our specific policy recommendations at this point. However, we will be proposing ways to make both the application process and the available programs simpler and clearer to students. We want to see federal aid become more predictable to young people so they can prepare for college knowing what aid they are likely to be eligible for. We want to improve communication process with students and family. Our proposals for loans will focus on making repayment less burdensome. We will also be looking at ways to help low-income families accumulate college savings for their children and ways to provide incentives for institutions to more successfully support low and moderate income students to succeed and graduate. I hope this is helpful, Sandy Baum. Oh, that's my dog. Yeah, so I think this shows that, kind of at the basic level, we all are sort of in agreement that we need to support these students. We need to figure out better practices that are more clear, and particularly the making repayment less burdensome. That's kind of on the minds of politicians and legislators and educators alike. And so, and we saw a YouTube related to that earlier. And so maybe there is a shift already sort of happening.